It's clear from standing in the staging area in Westbrook just how massive this operation is to restore power to our state. There are utility companies from across the country assisting Connecticut utility companies. We have crews from Michigan, Ohio. We have another crew from Indiana and crews from Missouri, and there are a handful of others. Officials from Northeast Utilities, the parent company of CL&P, told us they have line and tree crews from as far away as Seattle and Vancouver assisting them. And they say the additional resources are critical, especially since the company's day-to-day workforce is smaller than it used to be.
The crews themselves are probably smaller than they were, say, 20 years ago, but with increased productivity, we've been able to do that.
More than a dozen out-of-state crews were up with the sun, bussed from their hotels to the staging area in Westbrook. They grabbed breakfast and then drove out to shoreline towns to begin their 16-hour shifts.
When you have a wide-scale event of the size and girth of Hurricane Irene, it's beyond anybody's reasonable ability to staff for that. So you have to use some mutual aid. It's no different than a fire department can't have 300 firemen waiting for the one event that happens once in 100 years.
They launched a helicopter for the first time to get aerial images of the damage.
Fly over the distribution lines, and we have a pretty good street level assessment of where all the damage areas are, but this will give us a better picture into the more rural areas.
There are folks here from Florida as well, of course, a state very familiar with hurricanes. We talked to a representative from Northeast Utility out of Massachusetts, and he says in an event like this, you really do need to rely on the help of other states. He says the destruction left behind by the storm is really too massive for Connecticut utility companies to handle alone, so they really do need to rely on the assistance of other states. Reporting on the scene in Westbrook, Allie Reed, News 8.